Well, good afternoon everyone. Today is a bit of a cool day. It's something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. The weather's just a little bit iffy, it's just a little bit drizzly, but nevertheless it doesn't really matter because we can still do it. And what we are going to do is DNA test all the cows. So in this box here, which they sent me a while back, are all the DNA tests. So they come like this, in a little box. Let me get it open. Right. So these are the little punches in here, so every cow gets a sample taken out of its ear, which will go into this little jar here, and this is the applicator or the gun that does it. I think we've got another one too. So we've got two of them. I don't know why we need two. I did order one a while back and then I didn't realise one of these came with it. A few packing slips, so that's to send all the samples away. Linda from LIC is coming out at 1:30. It's about 12:30 now. I came up to set the shed up. What we are planning to do is just run them through the shed like normal, and because we drench, it makes it a lot easier handling around their head, so it shouldn't be too bad. It should be pretty quick. If that was too hard, what we could do is run them up the vet race and do it, but that would take probably, I reckon, 4 times as long. So we're going to try up the shed like we did with pregnancy testing. I guess we'll just go up one side. We're going to do both herds today, so I'm going to bring my herd up probably in about half an hour, so it should be here in the shed by about 1:30, and then we'll do them. They can go on the feed pad, and then we'll bring Dad's herd in. So the heifers might be a little bit of a mission, but I don't think they'll be too bad. I'm pretty excited because I've been wanting to do this for the last couple of years, and I've sort of, well, I can't really say I've convinced Dad because he's not real keen on it, but I want to do it, so he's sort of accepted it, and we are going to take the plunge. So the first year's always the expensive one because you've got to do the whole lot, and then from then on you only do the calves that are born that year. So that's sort of an ongoing cost, but I think it's worth it, but I will talk a little bit about that at the end. Usually when we pregnancy test, we go up this side, but it might be easier to do that side because it's open out the front there, so whoever's loading the gun can pass it to you easier. Maybe that's what we'll do. I was going to swing those cups over the rail just to sort of get them out of the way, but I might just leave them for now. There's 191 cows in the first herd, so they're not going to all fit in the yard here. It's a bit of a tight fit. They probably would do if we let them come up both sides of the pit, but I'm not going to until we're ready to start. So I'm probably going to have to put 30 or so in here, which isn't too bad, but it would be handier if we had a bigger shed. Right, time to make a start so these girls can head on up. Hopefully they get past the feed pad alright, because they'll be thinking at the moment, yeah, I'm going to get some food. I have put the string up across the bottom so they can't go in there. Hopefully they get the idea. Well, they've stopped, so a little bit of persuasion to get through that first gate, and then they'll be alright, I think. Up, 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 up. There's a few gone through, but they just need to keep walking. It's not going too bad, they're alright. Dad has just come down, so he's way up at the front, and he's taken probably about the first third of them, I guess. So he'll go and put them in the shed, makes it a little bit easier. Making progress, almost there. They don't really like going in the afternoon because they're not used to it. But, come on, they have to. Come on. Here we go. It's just a few over here. So there's a row in there. I might put another row in there, I think. That's what he's doing. Or a few more cows anyway. Just to take the pressure off this yard in here. Right, so we're just about to go. Linda's here. She's linking up her EID reader, because anything without one of these tags in it, we're just going to do it on the go, which hopefully there's not too many. Shouldn't be. Just going down the road now. scanning each cow, and then it should link up the EID tag to the number, and we've done a row already and a couple haven't, so it's sort of like a herd audit as well. 131. So that one hasn't linked up, so she's just adjusting it. And then when we come back through next time, we'll take a sample and then the cow number gets written here. We did have Dad doing it, but we sort of ran into a few problems or a few cows that were not quite right, so it's just easy to do it this way for now. Oh, 94.
94.
Got that cow. 192. 59. 16. 104. 117. 201. So we've come across one. We're only getting sort of one a row, I reckon, now, but her ID doesn't match her cow number, so just going to put it in the phone. So any of the birth IDs that are before 2018 that are wrong are Dad's fault, because I wasn't home back then, so I can pass the blame. 185, 114, I think. She's not linked. Damn.
15, 14.
15, 14, so there's another one. It's going pretty well though. We've only got, I don't know how many rows are out there. There might be 3 or 4 left to go. And we've probably been going an hour, so I reckon that's pretty good going. Cows are just waiting in the race here, so when I let them go, they're going to go down. And we'll switch the gates over, then Dad will bring his in. I'll go and feed out on the feed pad, then put this lot on there. And then when I come back, the other herd should be in here. These are little things that punch the air out, or a tissue sample of the air. So they're pretty easy to load, just like that. Throw the red bit away. Just like that, and then the little punch bit comes out like that. You can see the sample there. Easy as. Just takes a while to do all of them. 2, 1, 6. And each little sample's got a barcode or a number there, which corresponds to where I'm writing down the cow, so everything matches up. Well, it's a bit of a messy job, just like pregnancy scanning, but we're getting there. Last row's in now, which we're about to do. This row can go. And it is 10 past 3, so not too bad. Yeah, they're all together. And we're done. Yeah, if you go and let them go, I'll go and meet them down at the feed pad, and then you can swap those gates over and bring yours in. I probably should have mixed it before, so I'll leave it going for a few minutes because those cows will take probably 5 to 10 minutes to walk down here, which isn't too bad. And then by the time I get back to the shed, hopefully that young mob's in. It probably only really took about an hour and a half to get them through the shed, and probably only replaced maybe 5 or 6 Nate tags out of that lot, which isn't too bad. There shouldn't be any in the heifers that need replacing. There are a couple of cow tags I have to cut out and replace because I tagged the wrong ones earlier on this year. I think there's only 2 of them, but might take a little bit longer because they're going to be a little bit skittery, but it shouldn't be too bad because there's only 8 rows of them. I'll leave that open today. The gate on the feed pad's open as well, so once the girls are done on there, they can just head straight towards their paddock. Dad's just bringing them into the cow shed now, so I go and give them a hand, because it looks like they've turned around. Put it on the wrong side. Not thinking about it. That's better. Well, round two's underway. That's the second row that we have done, but these heifers seem to be going a lot better than the cows. They're just sort of quite still, whereas the cows are a little bit more flighty, which is weird. I thought it'd be the other way around. So it's making it nice and easy. All done. Last row's just heading out now. Went alright though, so it is 4:45. It's not a bad afternoon, considering we just ran 320 cows through. The heifers weren't too bad. I didn't film much because it was a little bit hectic at the end. Not really hectic, but they were sort of jumping around in here. They had a little bit of room to move, so they were a little bit harder. They went alright at the start, but it was probably all the 3-year-olds that came through. So in the end though, all done. Don't have to do that again. Those are all the sample boxes. I think what needs to happen now is that you just need to send these away. Just that, so it's got the barcode on there which matches the sample and then the cow number. Yep.
I've got 3 in here, so it'll be less than 322.
Yeah, I think there is 317, 316 or 317, yeah. Oh no, there's 317, yeah, yep.
317, so that works out.
Yep, bang on.
I'll leave that one with you. With that.
That's for the calves.
Yep.
Yep.
You can keep that one.
Oh, that goes
You
in
want to
there.
sign that one for me?
Yes.
The cows. Thank you.
Thanks heaps for that, Linda.
No worries.
That's good, all wrapped up, so almost home time now. Had another delivery turn up before too, so the ice bank is here. This is all the CRV stuff, and the LIC stuff's turning up tomorrow morning, so perfect timing. I'm so stoked to have gotten that done. It wasn't too big of a job either, but I still needed to do 2 other groups. So this lot, that will get sent off when Linda sort of sorts the paperwork out. There's a few things she's gonna try and do. So there are a few cows in here that were already G3 profiled, which is what we did today. She's gonna pull their samples out because there's no point doing it twice. I think it's like 20 bucks a sample. So if there's probably 20 of them, you know, it all adds up, that's 400 bucks. And she's going to match all the EID tags up to the cow numbers, so there are a few of them. Not in the young herd, I think there was only 1 or 2 that didn't match, but they are real good, so it was just this herd here. And most of them were before I got home, so it might have been Dad's fault, but doesn't matter, it's all done now. Geez, the rain's really set in now. It's actually quite wet. But I've still got a couple of lots to DNA. So I've still got the calves over here, and I've still got the yearlings which are down at Merv. So my plan is I've got to do the calves actually quite soon because their samples are getting done the same time as the cows, and then the yearlings are going to be done in May when they come back here. I'm just going to do them back here. I think it's going to be easier. Linda said she'd come out and give me a hand to do the calves and the yearlings though, because it's all included in the cost. But that's the thing about DNA, it is a massive cost the first year because you've got to do everything. You've got to do the cows, the yearlings and the calves. So all up it's about 12 grand I think it's costing, and then it's not going to be so bad after that because then on out you only have to do the calves each year. So that's the big thing that I want to sort of do, or why I like it, is that I'm not going to have to match the mothers up with the calves now because everything is going to be 100% accurate. So it's going to be interesting though when the results come back from these calves to see how many of them actually match the mothers that I've written down. I reckon probably 60% will. I reckon like probably 50-50, 20%, and then the other 20% I probably just guess. So I reckon that's going to be real interesting. So it's going to be a massive time saver not having to go over and check cows calving all the time and trying to match them up. But another reason I really wanted to do it too was because I wanted certainty. So now I'm going to know the exact parents of the calves, and now I can sort of get a little bit more genetic gain by putting the right bull to the right cow. And that's where me and Dad definitely have our different opinions. He couldn't care less what bull goes to what cow. He just stick anything in, whereas I think we can sort of get a little bit more genetic gain by putting selective bulls to cows and getting a little bit more production that way, or hopefully we will. DNA testing's definitely not for everyone. It's more of a luxury than a necessity, but for our system I think it's going to work pretty well going forward. But that'll pretty much do it for this video, guys, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like always, thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And apart from that, see you next time.